Rey Mysterio comes out to the ring for a live promo. The people love him. Nothing matter with that. He was talking about his ups and downs. He's had gone from the Hall of Fame to fighting his son, and suddenly Dominick music. And here comes Dominick out with the mic, and he's got a lot of heat. But now we go through what I said a week or two ago, the 10 minutes of WWE style dramatic back and forth emoting. And you can love the talent, but it goes on so long and follows the same pattern every week. And now they've added the wrinkle that the talent pitches to their own VTRs in the middle of the promo. So then, live, folks, answer us. Do the opponents that are mad at each other, like the son that's betrayed his father, when the son pitches to, well, let's watch what happened, do they just turn around and stand there for 3 minutes? Watching the screen with everybody else?
I know this isn't a big victory, but I think that's better than that just happening with no introduction, which it seems like happens a lot on these shows.
But that's the problem too, is that there's a way you can build this and format this. VTRs from last week are crucial to the wrestling show to bring people up to date on the story. If they didn't see the show last week, you hit them again. But that's why you come to the desk. Ladies and gentlemen, it was just 7 days ago that Dominick Mysterio pulled out a speckled dildo and fucking hit Rey Mysterio over the head with it. Let's take a look at what happened, that shocking moment. And you go to the VTR and you come back and you've hit Rey Mysterio's music. And as he's coming to the ring, you have the chance for the announcers to recap. Well, that was last week, and we know that Rey Mysterio must be so upset that he's got those 14 stitches in his head from that pink and purple dildo. And then Rey starts his promo, and then Dominick's music interrupts at such point, because they got to do that all the time. And we're up on all this stuff, and then here comes Dominick saying some more shit, but it takes for fucking ever. And they're not really mad. And if they're pitching to VTRs now, we might as well have the guys pitch to their own break. Because the announcers don't.
That would be good. And we'll be right back after this.
Yes, if the guy did his promo and said, and I challenge you for backlash, if you've got any guts you'll accept, folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. What?
When Dominick first came out, he caught himself. He said, keep your name out of my mouth.
Yeah. Those tenses and adjectives and adverbs and past plural participles and the things that dangle and all that stuff.
What do you think of what Rey was actually saying, though? The idea that he didn't want to fight his son. No father wants to do that, but now at this point, he realizes his son is lost. And now he has no problem kicking the shit out of him.
Well, yes, and that's great, except that it's the same pattern every week. He said, I didn't want to fight you at WrestleMania, but now the cause is lost, so I might as well fight you right here tonight in Seattle. And get the pop, but then Dominick, as the heel, like they do every week, says, oh, no, these people don't deserve it. But I know somebody that will fight you, and he brings out Finn Balor, of course. And now we're going to have Finn versus Rey. We've already been out there with these people 15 minutes and they're just getting started. That's what there's no urgency and it's long. And it's the same people interacting. A lot of people forget that in the territory days when these programs, whether it be Briscoe and Funk or Lawler and Valiant or Rhodes and fucking Paxong, whoever the fuck it was, yes, they went week after week in the arena, but when you watch TV, they were talking about each other. They were fighting other people and beating them convincingly, and occasionally they interacted for a couple minutes and whacked each other over the head with shit. You didn't get to see them standing in the same place having back and forth conversations for 10, 15, 20 minutes.
You know, the other thing, too, is we're coming off a period where WWE has felt happening. People have been curious about a lot of different things. We're a week after WrestleMania. Okay, there's a lot of people who weren't there who were supposed to be there. Start the show with Cody arriving or something. To go right in, nothing against Rey Mysterio, but the top thing is Cody Rhodes or Sammy and Kevin versus the Bloodline and the Bloodline drama. And it would play out on this show. But I'm a big believer, start the show with something showing that someone from that camp is there and something may happen.
At the start of the program, the footage of Brock Lesnar destroying Cody and then Cody pulling up and say Cody Rhodes. And I know they've advertised these things, but you're talking about actually visually portraying it. Cody Rhodes will answer what Brock Lesnar has done tonight on the program, blah, blah, blah. But instead, we get the first 30 minutes is all about
it's more of the same.
Rey and the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And Finn and Rey. And they got 4 minutes before they did a dive to the break. And when they came back, they got another 5 or 6 minutes. And imagine this. Dominick gets a chain and tries to swing at Rey, and Rey blocks it and nails him, gets a big pop. And then Rey hits a dive on both the heels, rolls Finn Balor in the ring. And then Dominick takes the same chain that he just had a minute ago and nails Rey with it, and Finn Balor hits the foot stomp 1, 2, 3. So they take forever to get there, but it's the classic no originality. We've seen it a million times. Cheap heel finishes behind the referee's back that ends it without. They take you on a ride for the last 30 or 45 seconds, but before that, it's just been match. And that's why I'm liking the way Cody's are put together. At least Cody is keeping people going up and down. But they followed that. Did I miss anything in that analysis?
No, I don't think so.